Hi everyone. I wanted to attempt to do a video to help you guys understand the Writing Center for this week because I got so many questions last week. And so I just wanted to show you that for week 4, you're going to be working on thesis statements and key terms. And so we talked last week about essay structure and thesis statements and topic sentences and transitions and body paragraphs. And I want us to continue to learn based on that. So I do have links to kind of just normal PDFs for these, but within the Writing a Strong, Clear Thesis Statement module in the vWRC, there should, I believe, be a fillable version of this. And so this is going to help you both understand essay structure, but also help you think about planning your Essay 1 pre-write. So I wanted to remind you that in terms of tracking your time, you can just somewhere in your DLA write down the date and about how long you spent. And it could be more than one day, it could be 2-3 days, however long it takes. In terms of submitting it, you click Submit Assignment, you can do File Upload, Text Entry. I know that some people have been able to use Google Drive, but I know that also sometimes it can be issues with the permissions. So the top two are these ones. And as I've done before, if you want to snap photos and upload those, that's certainly fine on this kind of thing. Unfortunately, I cannot get into the Writing Center. And so what I did is I asked our Writing Center coordinator to put the modules in the Writing Center on this other website called Canvas Commons, and I managed to load them into a shell. So this is not the real Writing Center, but if you go into the modules of the Writing Center, you will see all of these modules. So fairly early on under the start here, and if you can't see them, just start closing up the modules you're not using. If you look at Writing a Strong, Clear Thesis Statement, and we open that up, there is a video, and we can't see it because we're pretending to be students right now. Let me pause this again. Sorry about that. So there is a video on how to write a strong thesis statement. We're not writing an argumentative paper, so the second one isn't that important for this. But if you look on here, we're looking at C3B, key terms 3. And so you're not going to want one or two, you're going to want this third one. And there's a PDF version, but there are alternative formats that you could download. And so I just wanted to point that out. And so the rule of this is that you're going to look at, there's a PowerPoint presentation, and I have that included here. It's kind of a PDF PowerPoint, but I just wanted to point that out, that there are examples of how to write a strong thesis. There's some formula for thesis statements. There are what you should do, what you shouldn't do in a thesis. So this is really extending what we talked about in class last week and practicing it, right? And so it'll talk about how to do topic sentences. And so we were doing it talking about pineapples on pizza, but it's really helpful to see more examples and additional explanations, because this is such a central part of what makes a good paper, is having a really clear claim and really clear supporting claims. And if you don't have those supporting claims, all the evidence in the world doesn't make any sense because we don't know what you're trying to argue. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at an essay that you're currently working on and think about, what is your thesis statement going to be? What are your topic sentences going to be? What are your key terms in that? So I know that you don't have a rough draft of the essay yet, but you can start kind of drafting a potential thesis statement, drafting potential topic sentences that you might use in your essay. And then I do really want you to meet with an instructor or tutor this week. And so we're going to talk a little bit about how you do that. You can't get an instructor signature, and I know that confused you guys. I'm so sorry. Having everything online there's so much that we've had to do to make that work. And one of the things we have not done is gone through every single, DLA that we have and taken the instructor signature off. However, I still want you to see an instructor. And one thing that you can do is just tell me the name of the instructor that you saw and when you saw them, and that'll be part of your tracking time as well. But what you want to ask them is, does my thesis make a single specific claim about my topic? Are my topic sentences strong? Do they contain a repetition of key terms from the thesis? Have I used enough transition words and phrases? Where could I use more? Do you have any other recommendations? So obviously you don't have a complete essay yet, so what you want to think about is Essay 1, what are we going to be writing for next week? And so I have the guidelines both, every time I have anything related to Essay 1, I have the guidelines attached, but you can download them or you can just look at them online. But you're going to be writing about the career that you're considering, right? How does the career connect to your passions? What mid or low level goals are important to reaching the higher level goals of your career? How will you need grit to achieve these goals? And then you're going to include the topics from Research Quest 1. So everything that we're doing really connects together, okay? So what I'd like you to do is use this Writing Center activity to help you plan your thesis and topic sentences for Essay 1, okay? Now, the question is, how do you get there? Well, within the real Writing Center, the modules are where you're going to find the videos and the DLAs. But when you go to the home, which unfortunately I don't have access to the real Writing Center here, what you would see is some information, and then you would see something that looks like this embedded in that Writing Center website. Okay? And oops. So you'll see who is available what day at the Writing Center. Now, one of the things is it's really big because pretty much every instructor at the English instructor is available at some point in the Writing Center, and we're trying to cover many, many hours, right? So if you look in the real Writing Center website, they have it by color. So like Monday is one color, and then when you're looking at Tuesday, that's another color. So if you're going on a Friday, you have to skim all the way to the bottom. So you'll see that Thatcher Carter and Jan Andres, Joey Anguiano, Timothy Ballard, they're all available at different times on Monday, and you can see the hours on there. Now I'm doing this video on a Sunday, so of course nobody's available. We're all offline right now. If you look on Wednesday, sorry to make you dizzy by skimming down, you're going to see me, right? And I'm there from 8 to 9 p.m. on Wednesday. Friday was crazy. I had at least 10, but probably 12 or more students in line on Friday, which I was not prepared for because the last Friday I saw maybe 4 people, and Wednesday I had seen one person. And I talked with her for 40 minutes because she was the only person there. And I was like, I'll just keep talking to you until you have no more questions. But on Friday I was just having to go boom, boom, boom. So I think 10 to 2 are probably the busiest hours, at least they have been traditionally. But we have expanded hours all the way till 9 p.m. On Monday through Thursday. So there's usually at least one person available online, and there's just some times that are going to be busy and sometimes that are less. But you'll see lots and lots of really wonderful instructors are available on Wednesdays. Kathleen Sell is our department chair. Jason Spangler's wonderful. He does not look like that. That's fake. Tucker Almadon kind of looks like that. But and so you just keep looking through, and then if you're looking on Friday, you'll see that I'm there again from 1 to 2. Rita Coronado, oops, she didn't put her times in, but she's available from 1 to 3. She's fabulous. Lonnie Kreitner is fabulous. She's available from 10 to 1 on Fridays. Obviously, Friday is a better day if you want help on something for the following week. I know Kim Turner is available Thursday nights from 7 to 9. And so she's definitely somebody you could talk to late Thursday night if you have questions. So, what you can't see here because everybody's offline on a Sunday is that when it's green and online, there'll be a little knock on door. You click on that, and you do have to wait if there are other people in line. I think you can chat them. But anyhow, I just wanted to let you know how that works. So I hope that helps, and hope that you get in and can work with an instructor on your specific writing, which is really the strength of the Writing Center.